suppose it did. It was a new day, you know. I was been busy all week, and I was struggling a little bit and with my other bikes, not through anybody's fault, but I just didn't, you know, slow at the start, losing a bit of time, and then I just thought to myself, well, I've been around 131.6 or whatever before. I just need to find that form that I had a couple of years ago. There was no excuses. The bike was still as good. The team was 1,000,000% behind me. No excuses in my wrist. It was just needed to just be out of the traps. And you know, James was catching me in a lot of the races, which was sort of, once that's happened, you're done. But I sort of didn't want James to catch me this time. I really pushed hard. I got a mint start off the line. You know, I mean, even off the start line, you can lose half a second. I wasn't losing any time off the line. I was just head down and push hard as I could, and yeah, just it was nip and tuck all the way. There was it was like P2 minus nothing, and then up to P1, and it was P1 plus 1 plus 2, and then I could see it was Hutchie, and I thought he's just going to get stronger and stronger because, you know, the fit lad and strong and everything. So I just kept pushing and pushing. Lap 2, I just give it everything I could, and reaction from the pits was just. It felt a bit like when I broke the first 130-mile-an-hour lap. The atmosphere on the grandstand, everybody started cheering, and the reaction from everybody on the third lap was phenomenal. So I knew that maybe we had nicked the outright lap record as well. So, and I thought if anybody's coming with me at that, then good luck, they can have it, because I had nothing left on lap 2. I pushed so hard, and boys got me in and out of the pits, fantastic. And I believe Hutchie went straight on at signpost and stuff, which buggers a race up at that level. But yeah, great pit stop, and it's just an amazing feeling riding around the Alaman. And also some longest, hardest track in the world with a 17-18 second lead on the last lap. It feels really sweet, but I really enjoyed that. And there just seems to be thousands of people out there. Never seen so many people in the hedges and everything, and you know, they were cheering us all around, and I think it's all something pretty special from all the top riders. Just like to thank them, all the marshals, everybody else, all the medics. It's been a tough week, but that was an awesome race, and you know, a massive thanks to all my team, Julian, Leighton, boys on the pit board, everybody behind me who still believed I could win. Probably doubting myself a little bit, to be honest, through the week, but they said, you know, you can still do it, just do what you do. And you know, Neil Tuxworth and Robert Wollaston still believed I could do it, so I just pushed as hard as I could, and here we are, 7 Senior TT wins, 23 TT wins. I just can't believe it, really, to be honest. It's just, I'm an old codger now, but a bit of belly on around the old waist and stuff, but you know, it was, my bike worked awesome today, and all my 19 years of experience, I stuck it all into those 4 laps, and the big silver lady next to me with my name on it again. Awesome. Maybe we'll need a doctor about 5 o'clock in the morning. I've been in a few situations on a Friday night, Saturday morning, with my chips, cheese and gravy on the promenade feeding the seagulls, in a bit of a mess, dribbling with urine and stuff, but you know, I think we all deserve it, everybody, you know, even, you know, the mechanics, the riders, everybody, marshals. It's been I like to say, a bit of an emotional 2 weeks, you know. The weather's not been on our side, and then, you know, the last few days have been stunning. There's been race records, lap records. You know, the island's just alive, you know, it's just pumping. You know, man, is incredible, and the reaction I got around there on those laps are just, it's something I'll never ever forget, you know. It's, you know, I've won a few of them, but that feeling is just the best feeling in the world. I've got everything crossed coming down the mountain, but my bike was faultless, so, you know, big party tonight, and deservedly so. Did you make any actual changes to the bike for today, or was it more about your... Well, we did actually. We did quite a few things in those practice laps. We changed the tyre compound, of all things, just the rear tyre compound. We changed the shock, didn't like that, went back to our original setting, and you know, we just put the slightly harder rear tyre on, and which is the tyre that Bruce won on in the first race. And I thought, well, there's nothing else we can do, you know. I mean, the Honda might not be the fastest, it's not the slowest, but it was a sweet handling thing. It should be. It's an old bike now, so we got the best out of it. You know, I know how it reacts to everything. Just needed to. It was funny. I felt like I was riding harder on Sunday to get nowhere, and without sounding smart, it felt a little bit easier really to go faster on the bike. But you know, conditions are perfect. Loads of grip, rubber down, and you know, awesome pit stop again, like I said earlier, and. you know, I don't know where it's all going to finish really. I thought I'd be finished by now, but to win that, I don't know where it come from, but fantastic.
You draw level with Mike Aylward on 7 senior TT wins. Just the lap record mean that much to you?
You know, it's the icing on the cake. Obviously, if you broke the lap record and not won the race, you'd be a bit disappointed. You know, I think you did it in a twin race. You know, and James finished second. So it doesn't feel that great when you go that fast and not win. But I believe he did 132.8. Did he?
He did, and in fact, if we go back to before you slowed down for the pit stop, Crumpnamona to Crumpnamona, you were 17 minutes 00 between 0 and 4.6, less than 500ths of a second operating the 17-minute barrier.
Well, yeah, that's pretty cool, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, you don't get any prize money for that, but it looks good. Yeah, I mean, it's just unbelievable. You know, I did 31.6 a couple of years ago in that Joey Dunlop tribute. You know, we beat Michael in 2013. Last year was incredibly frustrating. I was riding with one and a half arms, really, if you like. And you know, I've been, I wouldn't say training, because I'm not massively in the gym person, but I've been cheekily working away on my scrambler again, my enduro bike and my mini bikes with the kids, and I'm in a happy place, you know. And then, yeah, I'm 14 stone with a big piss tank, but you know, we pulled the rabbit out of the hat, if you like, there, and you know, I feel like I still a little bit of life left in me, and we proved it today. So.
And the team as well were right behind you, fastest of the pit stops amongst all the leading contenders as well.
Yeah, really good. I mean, we knew we were good in the pits. We have been, you know. The Honda's great on fuel, so we use a little bit less juice. You know, they work really hard on the engine, fuel maps, etc. And you know, the first race, I came in with James, and James was away sort of 10 seconds in front of me. So I felt like I got my pants pulled down a little bit with the fillers, the new fillers. You know, out of the 80 fillers, we got the slowest, you know, so it was an 80 to 1 chance to get the shitbox filler. We got it. And, you know, I lost 10 seconds each time, so over 20 seconds we lost in that first race, but we made sure we weren't going to get a bad one this time. And, you know, the boys were really sharp. I come in the pits as hard as I could on the brakes and, you know, limiter on. And, you know, I've been done for speeding in the pits a couple of years ago as well, so I wasn't going to make sure, you know, I didn't do that again. But boys are mega. Julian on the rear wheel. Faultless, Leighton, you know, I love Leighton, he's like my brother, and he just whispers a few little cheeky words in my ear about, you know, I'm getting on the race, you know, and, you know, just clean the screen. Mark Hanna as well has worked me in the Superstock bike this week, and, you know, they got me out and away, and sweet pit stops. So.
And the crowd reaction to that record lap when you came in, and all around the course, must have been amazing.
Oh, it was unbelievable. It's something I'll never ever forget. I'll never ever forget that. You know, the reaction from the first 130 in 07 was big, but that was huge. You know, that was I nearly flipping. I was nearly crying. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe it, and it's hard to keep your concentration as well. You know, the selfie sticks hanging over walls now. There's all sorts going on, and programs waving, and just people in every vantage point were stuffed around the Isle of Man. And you know, I just want to get off and have a wave and a chat to everybody, but you can't. You know, you've got to get all the grip of them bars, and you know, you sort of want to take a bow, but you can't. You know, you've got to keep concentrating, keep working away, and you know, there was still 2 laps to go and all to play for, and you know, anybody can make a mistake or anything. So I just kept, you know, telling myself to, you know, hit every, you know, all the marks. And the last lap I didn't, you know, another 1,000 RPM less on the bike because I was in a bit of a sweet spot, so I didn't chase the bike too hard on the way back down the mountain. And I actually couldn't believe it, to be honest. I didn't think it was actually happening. I thought it was a bit of a dream, to be honest. I thought, this can't be happening, this, but it did. And you know, massive respect to these guys again. You know, the competition this week's been incredible. You know, I've give it, you know, I'm absolutely knackered at the moment. You know, I give it everything in that one. Probably a good job it won 6 laps because Hutchie probably would have been back at me because he's a fit young fella. And but you know, I got it, so I'll take it.
Absolutely, undoubtedly the competition just gets stronger and stronger, doesn't it? That moves you on to 23 TT wins. Of course, the inevitable question is Joey's 26. Is that a target that you really look at?
I get reminded of it all the time. Well, I don't really think about it. I just, you know, I love my racing, love being on the bike, and it's a dream come true to be winning 1 TT when I first started. I never thought I'd be starting at my age. We thought it was 23. You know, I don't know where it's coming from. I just keep plugging away and doing my own thing, and you know, we're just pinching an odd one here, there, and everywhere. And, you know, we're real close to Joey's now. I mean, to match Joey at 26 and hang my boots up would be a great thing to do. You know, we're still 3 wins, and I'm getting older, and these guys are coming in stronger and stronger. But you know, I want to have a good sit down with the family. You know, sit down with all my sponsors. You know, a lot of loyal sponsors been with me for a lot of years, and Honda's a manufacturer, and see if they still believe I can win, and if they get behind me again, and everybody does. Well, you know, I don't want to retire. I just love racing my bikes too much. It's just hard. It won't let go of me, this place, this PT track. It's got hold of me. It's like a drug, and it won't let go. But we'll see.